Imagine this. A man who lived more than 2,000 years ago, in a world of togas, gladiators, and marble temples, is still a household name in a country that didn't even exist when he walked the earth. His victories and betrayals are studied. In classrooms, his words echo in political speeches, and his story is retold on stage, in film, and even in everyday sayings. This man is Julius Caesar. But here's the real question. Why is Caesar so famous in America? Why does a Roman general and politician who never set foot on American soil still command such attention across the Atlantic? To answer that, we must journey through his life, his triumphs, his assassination, and the surprising ways his legacy shaped the values, politics, and imagination of the United States. Who was Julius Caesar? Gaius Julius Caesar was born in 100 BCE in Rome. A soldier, politician, orator, and eventual dictator for life, he was one of the most consequential figures in world history. Caesar wasn't just another Roman leader, he was Rome. His brilliance on the battlefield expanded the Republic's borders, his cunning in politics redefined power, and his reforms shaped daily life in ways we still experience. But Caesar wasn't remembered only for what he did. He became a symbol. His name alone turned into a title for rulers. Caesar in Rome, Kaiser in Germany, Tsar in Russia. To Americans who inherited both Roman ideals and the English language, Caesar's story became a mirror, reflecting ambition, liberty, betrayal, and the price of unchecked power. The making of a legend. Caesar was born into the gens Julia, an ancient patrician family that claimed descent from the goddess Venus. But despite noble lineage, his family was not particularly powerful at the time of his birth. As a young man, Caesar lived through turbulent politics. Rome was torn by class conflict, civil wars, and power struggles. His uncle, Gaius Marius, was a famous general who challenged the Senate, and Caesar grew up watching power shift violently between elites and populists. Captured by pirates at age 25, Caesar reportedly joked that his ransom was set too low, and when freed, he hunted them down and crucified them. This audacity, combined with his charisma and ambition, marked him early as someone destined for greatness, or destruction. A republic in crisis. Caesar rose in a Rome, plagued by injustice. The republic was supposed to be a democracy, but in truth, it was dominated by an elite senate that cared more for wealth than for ordinary people. Peasants lost their farms to rich landowners. Veterans returned from war with nothing, and corruption poisoned elections. Caesar saw both opportunity and injustice. He aligned himself with the populares, the political faction advocating reforms for the poor. His support for ordinary citizens, combined with his own thirst for power, set him on a collision course with Rome's ruling elite. This is where Americans connect. A republic struggling with inequality and corruption echoes many challenges in U.S. history. Caesar's story became a warning and a lesson. Conquest and politics. Caesar's resistance took many forms, through both politics and war. In 60 BCE, he formed the first triumvirate with Pompey and Crassus, sharing power and bypassing Senate opposition. But alliances in Rome never lasted long. As governor of Gaul, modern France, Caesar launched campaigns that would make him one of history's greatest generals. Over nearly a decade, he conquered vast territories, wrote detailed commentaries on his battles, and secured wealth and loyalty from his legions. But his success alarmed the Senate. When ordered to disband his army and return to Rome as a private citizen, Caesar made his fateful choice. He crossed the Rubicon River with his army, declaring, "The die is cast." This act of defiance plunged Rome into civil war. Caesar was resisting not just his rivals, but a corrupt system. The price of power. Caesar's rise came at immense cost. Civil war devastated Rome. Former allies like Pompey became bitter enemies. Families were divided, senators assassinated, and cities destroyed. Caesar himself lived under constant threat. His ambition won him both passionate followers and deadly rivals. His choice to concentrate power into his own hands, becoming dictator for life, meant sacrificing the Republic's ideals. For America, this struggle resonates. The Founding Fathers studied Caesar closely. They admired his genius but feared his fate. The U.S. Constitution, with checks and balances, was designed in part to prevent another Caesar, a single leader who could rise above the law. From general to dictator, by 46 BCE, Caesar had triumphed. Pompey was dead, his enemies defeated, and he was declared dictator for life. Caesar introduced sweeping reforms. He granted land to veterans and the poor, reorganized Rome's calendar into the Julian calendar, which became the foundation of our modern calendar, expanded citizenship, centralized government, and laid groundwork for imperial rule. For a time, Rome prospered under his leadership. Caesar's triumph was not just military, it was political and cultural. He transformed Rome from a fracturing republic into the beginnings of an empire. But his triumph planted the seeds of his downfall. The Ides of March. No story of Caesar is complete without the Ides of March, March 15, 44. BCE, on that day, senators, including Brutus, his friend and ally, stabbed Caesar 23 times inside the theater of Pompey. Their motive was clear. They believed Caesar's growing power threatened the Republic. But their act of betrayal backfired. Instead of restoring the Republic, it plunged Rome into more chaos. Caesar's assassination became one of history's most symbolic moments, a reminder that even the most powerful leaders are vulnerable to betrayal, and that ambition always carries risk. In America, Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar brought this story to life for generations of students. Idu, tu brute, still captures the pain of betrayal, echoing in politics and personal life alike. Julius Caesar's name echoes not just through history, but into our present. His victories, reforms, and tragic downfall remind us that power always comes with consequences. So, why is he so famous in America? Because his story is universal. It is about ambition, betrayal, reform, and legacy. It is about the dangers of unchecked power and the allure of greatness. It is about the republic that became an empire, and the lessons America must never forget. Next time you hear someone say, "crossing the Rubicon," or glance at the calendar, or watch a political drama about betrayal, remember, Julius Caesar is still with us. Ask yourself, what do we learn from Caesar? Are we building a republic that will endure? Or are we walking toward our own Ides of March? History is not just about the past. It's about the choices we make today